Hey everybody, this is Caesar with Small Engine Velocity coming at you with the second video in this series so far about, I guess, maintenance on the Ruckus or refurbishing. I can't remember the word that I used earlier. In the last video you saw that I finished the clutch bell that I messed up and bought a new one, installed it, and then I went ahead and cleaned out the carb. I went ahead and started to go ahead and work and disassemble a few things, get it ready on the rack so that we can take a look at it. And I kind of discovered something that I probably should have realized earlier with my rear brake, but we'll see. I'll show you in just a second. Anyways, just as a reminder, this is a small bore channel and we do Ruckuses, scooters, even motorcycles, mods. I haven't done any group rides in a while, but soon. And other moto vlogs and stuff like that, talking about whatever the heck I feel like it, I guess, is the topic, or whatever pops in my mind as I'm riding. But anyways, before we begin, let's go ahead and roll that intro. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys what I had done already. I remember I was talking about a vibration in the back and I thought it had to do with my rear brake pads, because nothing, you know, it was smooth, and then I changed the pads in the back from the NCY ones to a stock set of brake pads, and then it started to vibrate. But anyways, let's take a look. So I mentioned before that my brake cable comes through here, and then remember I said it kind of took a sharp angle. Well, I had a bushing that I had found, and I put it inside. I put it at the end of this to give myself a little more distance, because this wasn't pulling far enough. It would have to pull really far. So I also remembered, as I was taking this apart and I took all the hardware off right here, because it was threaded all the way down, that that the lever right here is adjustable. Actually, let's look from here. You can see the screw down. You can see the screw down here where you can adjust and put this arm on a splined point, so I can actually move this point further back. Now, I don't know why I didn't think about that last time. I guess it's been forever since I've ever messed with this rear brake, but I already took off the rear wheel. The rear wheel won't come off because the exhaust is hitting it right now, but I just needed it to move far enough over for me to check the drum. And if you look, you probably can't see it, but it's extremely close, and you can see some points where it looks like it's been rubbing. So hopefully I can move do I want to move it back? Yeah, I want to move it back, I think. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and try that real quick, so give me a minute. I'm back. Okay, so I went ahead and adjusted this, and I also realized that the spline this is connected to on the bottom can make your brake pads be further out in the drum or inside the drum. So what I did was I pushed that peg in as far as I could and then clipped it onto here. And then with a little bit of adjustment and stuff, I put a bigger spring in here. The spring that this cable came with was too short, so I had another cable and I used a longer spring, and then this end was a cooler color. So now when I spin it and I pull the brake, it stops. And hopefully that vibration was because I didn't have this pulled out to make, you know, when something is inside something like that, inside of something that's shaped like that, it's gonna rub on some of the ends. So I pulled that in. The spring doesn't really do much, but I guess it does when you pull it shut. So I'm gonna go ahead and bolt the tire back on, and then we'll move on to the front suspension on the fork. So let's tighten that up real quick. I put a little Loctite on here, and now let's tighten it back up. And now, when I spin it, it stops. Of course, from experience, what stops on a free spin versus what stops with the momentum of the entire bike and your weight is completely different. So we'll have to test that when we get it on the ground. So a little side note, I redid the key cover. It was black before. I tried to spray paint it orange, but the key, every time you missed, it was chipping and it looked terrible. So I haven't had it on in a while because I was gonna buy another one, but then I got all this sandblasting and powder coating stuff. So I sandblasted the anodized black, which by the way peeled off instantly. Like as soon as it hit, the anodized was gone. I made it entirely gray with an awesome surface and then powder coated it black. I probably should have did orange, but I like the contrast. I mean, it's obvious where the key goes, right here. Anyways, let's take a look at the next part. Functionally, I don't think this makes a difference, but I don't like the fact that it's not level with the other side. Oh, by the way, there's my start button right here. So when you reach under here and go like that to start your bike. Instead of doing the battery box, the front part, this part, up here somewhere or in the start button, I decided to put it on the front piece and then hide it away. Reason being, when I take this cover off, I don't have cables stuck to it when I do it, and then it gives thieves a little bit of a harder time figuring out where the start button is. But yeah, this needs to be redone. Okay, so pro tip. My bike is on a lift. It has straps holding it down. You cannot adjust your front forks when it has tension on the bars crushing the front down. So I had to lower it down to the ground, off the lift, and then adjust it. I did use, when I had it on here, I did have to use the Lee rubber mallet and a little bit of a screwdriver just to tap it down far enough to go in there. And I think it's gonna make a difference in the way it rides. Also, opinion, I wanna make these orange. Should I? And for those of you who are looking for front pegs, here is my front peg holder right here that I'm working on. And the advantage to this is for those of us who like our VIN numbers to be shown, because we have to show it and stay legal. It has a big enough window for you to show your VIN number. I am going to work on a different kickstand solution. I've had this for a while. I do like how it is different than everyone else's and comes down like that. But I think I want a bigger, long side stand. I think I want to work on something that sticks out really far that I can lean it on. Oops. Like I said, I still want to change this, but let's go ahead and take it off the blocks, and then I'll drive it up and down the street to see how the brake feels, and then maybe take it on something slightly long so I can see if I can still feel that vibration. But anyways, let's take this bike down. Okay, we're gonna go on a little test run. I did adjust the back a little bit more, and there is a lot more grab than there used to be back here. I don't know about the front. I can't, you know, the front's the front.
it's always grabbed good. I don't know about the vibration. So I just wanted to check it out and see how it works. So we're just gonna go down the street real quick. Yeah, the back brake definitely is holding more. Of course, it's still a drum brake, so it's not like the best brake that you can have. It'll slow me down, I guess. Yeah, it feels better. As far as the vibration goes, it's still not like totally that much better. But when you hit 40 miles per hour, I used to get this womp 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 vibration whenever I would sit on my bike. So let's see if we can get up to 40. Nope, it doesn't do the womp 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 anymore. Awesome! My butt, I hate to say this, but it was vibrating so bad that certain things would go numb after a while from the vibration. So I'm glad that my stuff in my pockets would not go numb. See? So there's a lesson to be learned here, everybody. Okay? If you do lazy work, you get lazy results. Right? I was being lazy about adjusting my rear brake and had issues. And I left that front piece alone, and I didn't start it. I didn't let my carb run, so, you know, I got lazy results. So whatever it is that you do on your bike, make sure you're vigilant on it, and you're taking care of it the right way. Don't fill it with one kind of oil and then you ran out, so you filled it with another oil from another bike that you had left over from another oil change or something. Just do it right. Buy the right parts too. Anyways, this concludes the video. Just wanted to let everyone know where I was at on the reverberation. Is that a real word? Reverberation. No, I don't think it's a real word. Reverberation. Sorry, I had to do a little speed run there a little bit, so I hope you don't mind. Anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Still got more things to go. I got a water bottle in my water holder. That's what I actually intentionally designed it for. I know I say cans, but really, I don't like to bring sodas on hot rides, so I always bring water. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Da, 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 da.